Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the great presence of a phenomenal artist with me, Lena Sotskova. Thank you so much for joining us. Now with the new program out on Royal Caribbean International, we're bringing the artist on board. You're gonna get the chance to meet the artist and have this experience to not only see her work on our galleries and during our auctions, but also to be able to meet the artist face to face. Lena, thank you so much. We're surrounded by phenomenal artwork over here, I have to say. And I love your sense of movement. I want you to explain our folks a little bit your inspiration. I see a lot of instruments involved.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, gladly. When I was a little girl, I started music school, as probably every second person in Russia. But to me, it was absolutely amazing experience because I'm not only could be able to play the music and read the notes, but all my teachers tell me that I could feel the melody, which is absolutely important for a musician. And I think that every person who plays the instrument can understand and relate to that. Also, the movement is the melody is the movement itself. So I was always paint melody. That's what I say, that I paint melody, and the movement in my painting is actually reflects the movement of the melody.
I want to touch a little bit. You mentioned clearly that your background from Russia and your schooling with the music, the instruments. Now, I gotta point out, folks, if you pay close attention, a lot of you ladies have masks. Tell me a little bit about that, because
There's some of the guys also.
I see that as well, yes, and I think that it gives that sense of
mystery.
Mystery, yes. Why? Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, that's an important part of communication. As Shakespeare said, that life is a theater. We all, and actors, you know, we act here and there, everywhere we go, we act a little bit. That's why it's a mask. Like, let's say in a debutante, it's dedicated to young ladies who introduce themselves to the society, which is a debutante ball. She's very young. She doesn't really know what's in front of her, what's awaits. So she's wearing masks to protect herself.
Beautiful piece, and I mean, congratulations. Literally, these pieces are really great. Painting with an audience, it's quite different, especially when you're on board. Can you tell us a little bit about the experience of having that interaction with the guests?
Well, I think that at first you think that it's going to be very, very difficult, but it's actually the opposite. Because when I meet people, I'm surrounded by positive energy, and be honest with you, I think it triggers my inspirational button. So all of a sudden I start doing some painting that actually can surprise even me, because let's say we can show that afterwards. I did that particular piece on board, and actually I finished it, which is, you know, been surprising to me too. That's all because I spent a lot of time with passengers, talking to people, and I enjoyed it so much that I was always in a great mood. And when I was painting, as I said before, I was surrounded by positive energy that actually gives you the push to create this piece in this particular, better than expected.
Better than expected.
Better than expected.
And that is very important, folks. You have to stay paying attention to your cruise compass, because that's where you're going to see your announcements from when our artists on board will be doing live painting demonstrations and having this great opportunity. Don't forget to bring your camera as well. I know that they love to take pictures with you. What would you recommend, or what would you suggest to our young artists who are probably pursuing a career in this level?
Go to school.
Very true. Go to school.
Go to school, learn, explore, see everything you can, go to museums, learn from a classic artist. This way you can feel the difference between high level of education and not so much.
Very important. I understand that you were involved during your schooling in the past, doing restoration even of paintings. Tell me a little bit about that.
I was lucky enough to restore some absolutely amazing artwork. When you do it long enough, actually leads your hands into the direction of the artist, the piece you're restoring.
Okay.
Then to go back and find your own voice would be a little bit more tricky. I was painting all day long anyway, so it's not really broke my style, but for some people I can tell that it really breaks the style, and you have to work on going back to your own goal,
right?
Your own precision line. You have to spend much more time.
It's a little bit of the discipline as well that schooling, as we all know, obviously going to school, not only getting the theory behind the stories of the different masters, right, but also the discipline. And I think on that career, for an artist, it's very important.
Discipline is everything for anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, gift is great, but if you keep training it, it's even better.
Right, the talent is there, but we gotta always feed.
Absolutely.
Keep putting the muscle to exercise, right?
Exactly.
And speaking of that, experience comes along with, and you're a very well experienced artist. As an international artist, I understand you have a great international exposure. Tell me a little bit about the experience of cruising.
Yeah, we usually get to meet people who never even thought of collecting art.
Right.
But they come up to me and they tell me, I look at the art and I don't know why, but I like it.
Right.
One time I met a beautiful couple, young couple, who were honeymooning on a board of the ship.
Yes.
I just start to paint them.
Oh, perfect.
I start to paint them. Her name was Brittany and his name is Todd. And I just gave it to them as a present. And we became an instant friends. This is them too.
And that's a great experience, folks.
I do get inspired by people.
So the inspiration really bombards you from everywhere.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that.
When I meet people and they collect art, I usually give this book as a present. And when I really like the person,
yes,
I do a special sketch.
Wow, look at that, folks.
So
custom made and special dedication almost.
Right, and usually I write my dedication next to the numbers.
On the next page.
Yeah.
What a great opportunity, folks. There you have it. You now know the little secret that nobody else knows, which is that with your purchase of an original painting or several pieces of Lena Sotskova, you will have the entitlement to get a phenomenal book. If you never collected before, please give yourself a chance. Come see the artwork that we have in the gallery with Art on Royal. Connect with these paintings, connect with the artists, and make it even more special. The book comes with 2 studies, 2 extra liters signed and numbered by you.
Right.
So
it's covered, protected.
Look at that, folks. This is incredible. Well, we have these available for you folks. So you just have to come to the gallery. Come, take a quick appointment with your art auctioneer on board and ask about this phenomenal opportunity. We have it on board and we have it with Lena. Lena, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
What a phenomenal experience. I hope that the guests in their cabins and at home are obviously getting a little better idea and a more connection with our artists of Art on Royal. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us on board today.